Believe it, made it through day 3. Um, Hitting the life button has been pretty an adventure. So the purpose, if you, this is your first day coming on, my name is Tanisha Lane, and I am a financial strategist and the owner of Quantum Rich International, a company where I help small to medium business owners get capital. Most of the business owners that I work with, they are obtaining capital to acquire assets, real estate, restaurants, whatever it is that the company need is, that's what I support with. So the purpose of the live was to come on and share some tools that I have been using to help them get funding. And first and foremost, on the first day, just to do a small recap, we talked about why some businesses are thriving and some are not. And the one key word as to why some businesses are thriving and some are not is faith. Just simply faith. There's nothing magical about faith and having faith to move past whatever is happening right now, currently in the world, and move in a space of unknown. Yes, everything is kind of unknown. We don't know what's going to happen, but at the same time, we have some principles that we can live our life by. And from my experience, it is faith, and for myself as well. Me being before you is having faith in the future plans and the legacy that I'm building. So with that being said, what I'm going to share today is specifically around business credit, okay? And when you're establishing business credit, the most important things to have is your LLC, EIN number, and then from your EIN number, you gotta get your bank account. And once your bank account is solidified, that really starts your business life. Okay, once that is done, you definitely want to work on some other key things like your website, your business email, because all the communication that you're going to be having with your vendors will be from your business email account. So if you have a Gmail, once you have your business website set up, and you ensure that you get your business email as well. That is important. When you're communicating with, today I'm going to highlight Dun & Bradstreet. Dun & Bradstreet is the organization that houses all of the credit information for corporations. So on the personal side is your Equifax, your Experian, and your TransUnion. That's who houses the information for your personal. There are some vendors and some companies that use the business side of Experian and the business side of TransUnion, but most businesses use Dun & Bradstreet. With Dun & Bradstreet, when you set up your profile with them, you can do it for free. They do have programs that they want to sell you, but you can set it up for free. And when you set it up for free, it really just literally you just give them a call, give them your company information, and you want to communicate with them with your business account. Okay, it is very important. Sorry, your business email, because they're going to email you all the information that you need to then go in and upload all of your business data, your business address, your business email, your business website. Okay, on the Dun & Bradstreet, they have you put in your gross revenue for your company. If the company is like 2 years old, what I normally do is, and if you have not kept up with your accounting, I've had that situation. You want to do projections. You want to make sure that you put numbers up in the profile because it's very important. The banks looks at it. With the business credit aspect, most of the time what they're looking at is, are you able to pay within a certain amount of time? On the personal credit side, your personal credit, they look at your 12 months worth of payments. On the business credit side, it can be 60 days, it can be 90 days, it can be, most of the time is between those 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. And that's how you can build business credit pretty fast, because if you are paying the accounts on time, it literally increases your score. When it comes to the scoring system, is from 0 to 100, versus on the personal side is from literally 0 to 800. Okay, so that's the big difference between the two. Whenever you go to apply, all your information has to be, it has to, the word that comes to mind is make sense, but it's not really make sense, but all the information should align. Okay, whenever you go to apply for anything, all your information should align. So if you're applying under your business, you would input all your business information, unless once you apply, if the lender comes back and say, hey, okay, we need personal data to be able to get you an approval, then that's when you will submit any personal data. But from the beginning, when you apply, everything will go under your business information. Okay, if you don't have any business credits established, most of the time they will use you as a personal guarantee. And that, with the personal guarantee, they will be looking at your profile, at your credit profile, and as we discussed yesterday, your personal profile score got to be at least between a I believe a 680 with the program that I talked about yesterday. So with that being said, when establishing business credit, know that it's almost like separating personal and business. All your information with your personal is completely separated. So whenever you're, one of the things that they look at is when you're actually applying, one of the things that they look at on your business credit side is your bank statements. They normally look at your bank information, okay? So you want to make sure that how you are spending your monies makes sense. So on your business bank account, you will have all business expenses. I'm going to repeat that again. On your business bank account, you want to have all business expenses. On your business bank account, I'm going to repeat that again. You want to have all business expenses. Okay? Okay, if you're not there yet, start now. If you're not there yet, start now. Create the bank account and then separate all your expenses, because you want to, whenever lenders look at your bank statement, you want all the expenses to show up that are honest and true for your business. Okay, you don't want your personal and business to be married. You want it to be separated, not married, but separated. That is very important. I had a question that came in reference to nonprofit and funding. With nonprofit and funding, it is possible. However, because the nonprofit is set up as a organization that is not going to be set up as a nonprofit, not for profit, most of the times is looked at as a high risk company. Okay, it's looked at as a high risk company. So with a nonprofit, what I normally recommend is to have a for-profit company that you can sort of have to be able to fund your nonprofit activities or nonprofit events, or whatever it is that you're doing on the nonprofit side. So have a for-profit company that actually gets the funding or gets the support and then funds the nonprofit if the nonprofit can't stand by itself. And most of the time they can, but the interest rates are a little bit high because of their status. Okay, I had another question that came in, and I want to make sure that I address it. How to get business loans and business bank accounts and business credit cards. Okay, so when it comes to getting business loans, we talked about that just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and highlight it again because the question just came in. So with the business loans, when we go and sit before a bank or a lender regarding business loans, we got to ensure that the documentation is in order, okay? That is most important, that is in order. The business bank account, you set up the business bank account once you get the LLC, okay? Once you get the LLC or the incorporation, however you have your business entity, then you literally get your EIN number from the IRS. It's a pretty easy process. And once you have that, then you use your articles of organization, which is what the state gives you, the articles of organization. And then with the articles of organization in the EIN number, that's what you give the bank to open the account. Now, different states have different other processes that they may use. For example, in North Carolina, that's all you need, the articles and your EIN information. In Maryland, you may need your articles of organization, you may need the EIN number, and you may also need a registration. So you got to check in with your state to see with your Secretary of State to see what is required, or with the bank to see what is actually required. The on the business credit card portion, when you establish the relationship with the bank, for example, let's say you open a business bank account with Chase. I'm just using Chase as an example here. Normally, after a year, if you're just kind of starting 2 years old business, 3 years old business, they will give you a business credit card once you apply. Okay, there are different products. So normally, what they'll look at is how is your banking relationship with them. And according to your banking relationship, what I mean by banking relationship, some of the things that banks look at as relationship is the deposits that you have coming in versus the deposits that are going out. Are you bringing in $10,000 a month and you have $11,000 a month going out? That means that you're in a hole by $1,000 and your account is overdraft. That is not a good banking relationship. Great banking relationship is you have $10,000 coming in and you have $5,000 going out, or you have $10,000 coming in and you have $8,000 going out. Okay, so they can see that you have a great, you have a good, healthy, as a company, you have a healthy cash flow. Okay, so once you have that established with the bank, then you can do a business credit card. I've had companies look at your Dun and Bradstreet and literally be able to give you a business credit card. American Express is really good with that. Very, very, very good. Once you have 1 or 2 accounts established, you can just apply directly with American Express. In each particular credit card, they have their business products. So you will just go to, for example, American Express, and you'll go to American Express Business, and then you can see the type of credit cards that are on there. The same for Capital One. They have their business credit card is called Sparks. So you will go to Capital One and look at their business credit card. And for Chase, also, again, you go to the website and literally just look at the business side for small businesses. Most of the time, these banks do want you to have a banking relationship with them. Outside of American Express, once you have a couple of accounts set up on your Dun & Bradstreet, they will give you a business credit card. And I believe those are all the questions that I have that have come in today. Let's see if anyone else have any other questions. One second. Okay, nope, don't see anything else. So this is it for today. I want to thank everyone for your support. If you have any particular questions or anything that comes up for you that is specifically to your organization, I am open. My schedule is on the live. And you can book time with me, and we can definitely discuss specifically what's happening with your particular company. And I thank you guys, and see you next time.